in previous video, we got an idea about like what exactly the intrusion detection system is, and with the live example, of course, like the electronic bill. And in this video, in today's video, we will be getting an idea about what exactly SNOT is and what exactly the working of the SNOT. And if we talk about the syntaxes and if we talk about the rules and everything related to SNOT, we will be discussing in this video. Okay, so if we talk about SNOT, SNOT is very popular open source IDS IPS system, which is used to perform to analysis the protocol and the traffic with the feature of content matching, and can be used to detect and prevent the attacks which can be possible over the network in a particular organization. And if we talk about the contribution of the SNOT, SNOT has been actively developed, and thousands of users and contributors are developing those rules to keep your network safe with the use of SNOT, and of course with all the preventions of the latest attacks that could be possible in your organization or your infrastructure. So if we talk about the basic rules, SNOT has very basic and three rules that can be defined as a packet sniffing first, the second one is the packet logging, and the third one is the network intrusion detection. Now if we talk about the packet sniffing, as the name suggests, it will collect and display your network traffic like whatever we used to do in Wireshark, right? The second one is packet logging. Again, the name suggests logging. So that will capture your traffic, display your traffic, and also it will save all of the traffic information in the log file. Now, if we talk about the third one, that is network intrusion detection. So what exactly it will do? It will analyze your complete packet and compare the traffic within the signatures. Like if that signature is valid, it will allow or deny, like as per the signatures, whatever the rules and the signatures has been defined in the system. Okay, so moving forward, if we talk about the working of the SNOT, SNOT will detect the malicious traffic, and it will match the pattern, like whatever the request is coming from the external network to your infrastructure. Also, when SNOT is active in the state, it will capture your packets, reassemble them, and analyze them based on the rules which is defined in the system, and determine like what exactly need to be done with this particular request. And also, if we talk about the classification of SNOT, we can assume that SNOT is kind of a firewall rules where we will define the rules, but the only difference is we are also analyzing what exactly going happen in that particular time period, like when a request is raised to the infrastructure, like what exactly going on in the middle of this particular request. So that is the main functionality of this SNOT, that make this not different from the other rules or other services. So SNOT has a large number of communities, right? And those community have already generated large amount of rules that will help you to start a great configuration in your network. Also, when you install the SNOT, you need to configure as per your requirement, because SNOT has a by default too many rules have been activated. So if you didn't configure as per your requirement, you will be getting most of the false positive result inside your system where the SNOT has been installed. So you can't be get into that result like, okay, is our infrastructure is really going to attack by some of the external attackers or not, right? So in that order, you need to configure SNOT as per your requirement, as per your rule, and then only your SNOT will capture and understand the request, and it will give you the result which you want in your network, in your infrastructure. Syntax is something which we heard about in our day-to-day life, right? And SNOT has also syntaxes. So let's jump into it. So before writing any rules in the proper syntax, we just make sure about the actors playing into that particular syntax. So basically, if we talk about the syntax or the SNOT syntax, there are two parts. The first one is the rule header, and the second one is rule output. So if we talk about the rule headers, there are some actors, or we can say the sub actors, which performs a specific part in that particular syntax. So first one is action. Then, as the name suggests, it will give a command to the further rules, like whatever the action you need to perform once the once the system will detect any particular target. The second one is the protocol. So the protocol is nothing but it will make sure about the specific protocol that will be going to detect in the further request. The third one is the source address. Again, the name suggests the IP where the request is coming from, and the next is source port, which is again the name suggests which will come along with the source IP from where the request is coming from. The next one is direction. It will point out the further rule. If we talk about the destination address, as the name suggests, it is the IP of the infrastructure host or the IP where this particular detections or the analysis of the traffic need to be performed. Again, the destination port is same. So these are the sub actors that will be played at the time of syntax creation or at the time of traffic analysis. So our next part is the rule option. So that rule option is nothing but it will give you the message, it will give you the notification, or it will give you the alert, whatever the alert you will be defined at the time of or at the end of this particular rule. So this is how this particular syntax will work, and this is how the sub actors will work in this particular syntax. Okay, so that's it for today, and I hope you learned something new in this video, and I hope I was able to provide you some basic insights over like the snort and how snort is used and how the working of the snort and what exactly the syntax is and what exactly the rules is. And I hope I was able to provide you a basic or the understandable way in a very simpler manner, and you will learn about this particular snort thing. And in the later video I will be demonstrating the installation and the configuration, like from the installation of the snort in the Ubuntu system and configuring rules based on your requirements so that it will capture the incoming request from the external source to your infrastructure, and you will be detect and you will be configure like whatever the nature of this particular rule. So stay tuned with this series and wait for the next one, right? Bye bye.